It looks like Marvel is finally going to bring us World War Hulk. If the recent reports turn out to be true and we actually see Grey Hulk and Spider-Man, brand new day, then this won't just be a normal cameo or a simple fan service moment. It could be a carefully calculated move by Marvel Studios. They may be secretly testing the audience's reaction, and if fans accept this version of Hulk, it could directly pave the way toward a World War Hulk storyline. Marvel understands one thing very well. Hulk only works when he isn't portrayed as just another green monster. He needs to feel like an unpredictable, terrifying force. That's exactly the energy the Grey Hulk concept brings back. Hulk has always occupied a strange position in the MCU. Audiences have seen him at his most powerful in the Avengers films, where he was funny at times, conflicted at others, but we've never truly received a proper solo Hulk movie that fully explored his character, apart from The Incredible Hulk. Nearly 20 years have passed since that film, and ever since then Bruce Banner's story has mostly been scattered across team-up movies, cameos, and supporting roles. The problem is that a character like Hulk simply doesn't belong in the background. He needs to be at the center of the story. His rage, trauma, isolation, and destructive nature deserve to be explored on a much larger scale. The Grey Hulk rumor seems to be filling exactly that gap, and after seeing the latest Brand New Day trailer, it actually feels like there could be some truth behind these rumors. For casual fans, Grey Hulk might simply look like a different colored Hulk. But for comic readers, the meaning goes much deeper. Grey Hulk represents either one of Hulk's earliest personalities or the darker, more manipulative side of Bruce Banner. His tone is completely different from Green Hulk's. Green Hulk represents pure, raw rage, while Grey Hulk is sharper, more unstable, and emotionally far more complicated. If Marvel introduces this version in Brand New Day, it won't simply be a visual change. It would represent a complete tonal shift. And that's exactly where the World War Hulk angle becomes interesting. If Marvel is using Grey Hulk to test audience curiosity and excitement, they're indirectly testing whether fans are finally ready for a hardcore Hulk story. Marvel rarely conducts these kinds of experiments without a reason. The studio knows exactly which characters can generate nostalgia, fear, and hype at the right time. Hulk appearing in a Spider-Man movie is already a major event, because Spider-Man projects usually feel like mini Avengers films. If Hulk appears in a darker, wilder, more brutal form, audiences will naturally start asking, where is this heading? What's the next step? And that next step could very well be World War Hulk. The idea isn't just about making another standalone Hulk movie. It could become a massive payoff film, a story built over many years that eventually delivers one of Marvel's biggest box office events. If Marvel truly wants Hulk back at the center of the MCU, the most effective route would be to first portray him as unstable, isolated, and emotionally broken. Then trigger an incident powerful enough to transform his rage into a worldwide catastrophe. Grey Hulk's appearance in Brand New Day could become the first domino that starts this entire chain reaction. Since Avengers, Endgame, Hulk has largely been viewed as a heroic figure. Turning him into a villain immediately would be difficult. But in the comics, World War Hulk wasn't a small-scale story. It was a full revenge epic. Hulk returned to Earth and systematically hunted down everyone responsible for ruining his life. The emotional core of that story wasn't simply action. It was betrayal, exile, loss, and humiliation. Hulk was first banished from Earth. Then, after finally building a new life elsewhere, everything he loved was destroyed. That pain drove him to return and seek revenge against those responsible. If adapted properly into the MCU, that emotional journey could become incredibly powerful. The MCU already contains several breadcrumbs that could naturally push Hulk toward a major future conflict. The introduction of Skaar, the arrival of Red Hulk, Banner's shifting identity, and the growing chaos of the multiverse all create a perfect playground for multiple Hulk variants to appear. Whether in Secret Wars or on Battleworld, Marvel could easily introduce several different Hulk versions. That could even lead to a World War Hulk-style event where multiple Hulk variants battle each other. This is where Maestro could become extremely important. In the comics, Maestro represents Bruce Banner's darkest possible future, a version where intelligence, cruelty, survival instinct, and emotional decay have merged into one terrifying being. He's far more than just a stronger Hulk. He's powerful enough to challenge even Doctor Doom. Since we already know Doctor Doom is coming in Avengers, Doomsday, and Secret Wars, Maestro could become the perfect major villain if Marvel fully embraces the multiverse storyline. This would also be a smart move, because the MCU now needs stories that combine massive spectacle with emotional depth. Multiverse chaos alone isn't enough anymore. Audiences want meaningful character payoffs. It's already been years since we've had a proper Avengers movie, and many fans are frustrated. But if Marvel adapts World War Hulk, explores Maestro's story, or even gives us a glimpse of him during Battleworld or Secret Wars, it would be incredibly exciting. Adding Hulk to a Spider-Man movie doesn't feel accidental either. Spider-Man projects often serve as emotional gateways for Marvel, allowing audiences to accept much bigger MCU concepts through Peter Parker's perspective. If Spider-Man is shown fighting alongside, or against, a savage gray Hulk, the contrast between the two characters becomes incredibly strong. Peter Parker's lighter, street-level personality combined with Hulk's overwhelming destructive power would instantly make the film feel like a major MCU event. From there, Marvel could normalize this darker version of Hulk and eventually give him another solo movie where Hulk actually becomes the villain. Personally, I'd love to see Hulk portrayed as the villain because only then can the character truly evolve. If he continues being portrayed purely as a hero, we'll probably just watch him get beaten again, something that's been happening ever since Age of Ultron. Now, the biggest question is this. If Grey Hulk's appearance in Brand New Day is really setting something up, could it lead directly to a brand new Hulk movie? Or are we simply going to see a much stronger version of the Avenger? In the trailer, Hulk looks incredibly wild, but it's also possible that Marvel tones him down in the final film. There's another important detail many fans seem to be forgetting, and we already saw it in Thor: Ragnarok. At the end of Age of Ultron, Hulk leaves Earth for Skaar and remains in Hulk form the entire time. He never transforms back into Bruce Banner. When Banner finally returns in Ragnarok, he doesn't remember the previous 2 years. So perhaps the unruly behavior we're seeing from Banner in the Brand New Day trailer exists because Hulk's personality is still mentally stuck during the Endgame era. Maybe he believes another massive war is happening and that he needs to fight, which is why he's rampaging. Spider-Man could eventually calm him down or use some technology that allows Banner to regain control over Hulk once again. Whatever happens, the greatest strength of World War Hulk is something the MCU has never fully captured: identity. Hulk shouldn't simply destroy things for the sake of destruction. Every act of destruction should have emotional weight and a meaningful reason behind it. If Hulk is smashing everything around him, the audience should understand exactly why he's doing it. Today's audiences aren't entertained by mindless destruction alone. They enjoy battles far more when those battles are driven by genuine emotion and purpose. So what do you think? If Grey Hulk truly appears in Spider-Man: Brand New Day, do you believe it's setting up World War Hulk? Or is Marvel simply giving us another exciting cameo? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.